Welcome to my day. It is sometime in January. Actually, snowed today. We haven't had snow. We've been blessed the past week. Trump is still president. And my clutch went out. So, taking a day off just to see what I could do. Hopefully I could fix my clutch. So let's go check it out. Snow! Yay! This is the beautiful backyard. A little incredible trail. And there's the pretty beast. Back home they would call this a res car. Mismatching paint. Match paint. I think I got some deer guts on the bottom somewhere. We got little paint chips right there. The interior. It always has to be 4x4. The clutch is going out. My running lights are all messed up. When I bought this truck, it was probably about $1,300. And I probably put a couple grand into it. And I pulled a tiny home trailer from basically Montana to North Carolina and back here. So I think I did like 2,500 miles in a week. But this thing ran like a champ. And let me see if I could fix it. Alright, the moment of the truth, it's probably not going to go through. Feels like my clutch has been disengaged. Might have to pop it. That's why I like driving manual transmission. Because you could always get away with starting it somehow. I might actually let it sit for a sec. I just bled the clutch line. And you could still see my breath. When you run a business, this is where I keep all my receipts. This is all from past few days. I need some help with that, but I do keep my receipts. That's always a good thing. But I'm gonna let this sucker sit for maybe like 20 minutes, but maybe I will get some food. It's about lunchtime. Kind of hungry. Yeah, I think we might go eat somewhere. Maybe take a little walk. Maybe pick up a part. I don't know if I need to replace my master cylinder, but if I don't, that would be even better. Wow, it's like a little bunk bed up here. I feel like I can maybe sleep up there sometime. Or just like hide some stuff. Might be a long shot, but I'm actually gonna try to replace all that. Look how much snow we got last night. That's for that roof sign. It's for a great man that lived in the house I'm living in. And he will forever be missed. But it's always good to see that sign every time I leave the house. But yeah, I miss that kid dearly. Beautiful neighborhood of Columbus Avenue. I'm headed to Midtown's local market. It's Probably one of my favorite places to eat in the Twin Cities. It's like 2 blocks away from my house.
Hello. What's up? Yeah. Scooby-Doo.
So I usually get a booch and a number 15 at Manny's. That's my go-to, just like shitty food. Awesome drink. It's one of my favorite dudes in the world. He's funny as shit.
Yeah, the reception.
Now I'm off back to the house, gonna see if my truck will turn over. If not, hopefully I can fix my car. But if not, I'm gonna rough it in the snow. I got my mountain bike. Actually, I might just ride my bike today, so alright. I just saw a stop DAPL sign. I think it's really cool to get that sort of support in all these communities, but Trump had signed for the Dakota Access Pipeline to be continued, and I don't know, I just feel like it's like very unfortunate that, you know, how we're living this day and age. Yeah, I think it's unfortunate that you know, things like that are overlooked, and in this country we rely so much on money and providing jobs and whatnot, but it's always got to be to some degree, you know, at the risk of others. Me being the Native American, my mom is Crow, my dad's Northern Cheyenne. I've seen and heard just the way the government has treated my people and, you know, other cultures in the U.S. and it doesn't make me feel so free in certain aspects. But and then there is the argument, like, if you drive a car, you shouldn't be bitching and all this stuff. But it's my understanding that we are exporting our oil and so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think the same people would argue for, like, you know, like people like Muslims or immigrants or Mexicans, like, to go back to their own country. And, you know, I think and it's always that argument, like, this country was founded on immigration, and so, you know, and America can be an amazing place, and it also can be, you know, quite it can be very liberal and it can be very conservative at the same time. And I feel like we're at, you know, I don't know if we're at the crux of something big that's gonna happen, but you know, I think I have my own opinions on, you know, the way natives and Native Americans and the Americans that we call now, you know, intertwine. And I also really respect the people that are out there on, you know, like protesting and whatnot. And I've gone to quite a bit of protests in my life and see the benefits of it. I think the Women's March that just happened was, like, really incredible. I guess my views are more based around, like, you know, seeing it in the future. You know, we're gonna protest and they're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, but, you know, unfortunately I feel like in the long run it's we're gonna deal with the effects at some point. Unfortunately, that's probably the end all be all of, you know, how we care for this world. But try to keep my head up, and I definitely support what the protest for Dakota access. Here's my roommate walking. Anyways, yeah, I really support the protest in Dakota access pipeline, and yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with all of that. And yeah, I'm really intrigued by the future of our country. I definitely it's definitely a weird time in the world, you know, and it's the stakes are getting higher, but the best thing I can do is trying not to give out my energy to that stuff so much that I'm depleting myself. So I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on Trump signing the Dakota access pipeline, and maybe we can have a discussion here on the vlog. But yeah, enough about that, but I'm getting on with my day. Got the hot rod going. Still need to fix the clutch, but if you ever have manual transmission, they're fun. Got the old truck fixed. I'm actually going to take my bike to watch my daughter today because I can, and I get to hang out with her. So look at this bad boy purr. So here's another thing that makes this a res car, is the fact that I hit a deer not too long ago. I got this tree stuck too. I hit a deer about a couple months ago, and it's actually been just way too cold for me to like fix the parts. But yeah, kind of damaged here, but I managed to smack its head right here and rolled it over. I think I still got a couple of chunks of, yeah, there's a little bit of hairs. There's a couple hairs. Here are some little baby hairs. Just kind of keep it there, you know, as a little keepsake. And I swear there's still blood under here. Yeah, I hit another deer, but that was already dead. Someone already hit the deer. I just ran it over on my way to North Carolina. And it had blood guts splattered all over the bottom of my truck. And another feature to my city res car is I have these boards that pop up. Probably gonna replace that. So the big thing I wanted to talk about the other day is a young BMX biker that I started doing a vlog series for, and he, on his first vlog day, or I guess our first day of shooting, he ended up crashing into a foam pit and he broke his femur, and that was such a crazy experience for me. And I'll put a link down below so you can see the full video, the full 2 series video of it. And it was quite a remarkable day to be filming, because he broke his femur. They put a rod in there. He's got really good spirits about his future of like cycling. He lives and sleeps it, and it's so cool to already see him trying to plan out like his future with it. And it's cool that it hasn't like really broken him down as far as like not wanting to BMX bike anymore. So I give him a lot of cred for that. I've broken a lot of bones in my body, and it's not fun at all. So I guess like right now I'll just show you the clip, and it's I don't know, it's hard to believe that he broke it on the first day. So here's the clip, check it out, and I'll talk to you in a sec. Are you serious? My leg. So this is my first actual winter biking day, and I'm headed over to my baby's house, and yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's a little bit cold, but I'm glad there's a lot of snow on the streets, and I'm busting out the sass and my single speed Bianchi, and let's see how this day goes. Hopefully it doesn't get too wild.
I should go and get some work done since you're here.
Do you have any kombuchas? I'm just sitting here having dinner with my daughter. She's probably one of the best eaters in the world. And we give her little tiny peas, little green beans, just regular beans. These are the best moments of my life. Is just hanging out with her and just enjoying the evening. 2 little peepers.